The Chepauk fortress is roaring once again and the Kolkata Knight Riders are staring into the abyss. Imagine this: you win the toss, you choose to bowl in heavy dew, and you think you have the advantage. But by the time the sixth over ends, you are already staring at a mountain that is impossible to climb. Is the Kolkata Knight Riders' season already over? They remain winless, and the Chennai Super Kings have just sent a massive statement to the rest of the league. From the bottom of the table to joining the mid-table scrap, the men in yellow are back. But the real question is, how did a team struggling for 2 years suddenly find its rhythm while KKR's modern T20 approach fell apart? Heading into this 22nd match of IPL 2026, the stakes could not be higher. CSK were languishing at the bottom, desperately seeking a spark. On the other hand, KKR arrived at the MA Chidambaram Stadium looking for their first points of the season. With the points table looking incredibly tight, a win for CSK meant jumping to number 8 and joining 4 other teams on 4 points. For KKR, it was a battle for survival. The head-to-head records at Chepauk always favored the home side, but with heavy dew expected, many thought Ajinkya Rahane made the right call by opting to field. The game starts with a familiar sight: Rituraj Gaikwad walking back to the pavilion early. The CSK captain is struggling for fluency, and honestly, his early dismissal might have been a blessing in disguise for the men in yellow. Here is what happened: Sanju Samson and the young sensation Ayush Mhatre decide to take matters into their own hands. They do not just bat, they pulverize the KKR attack. In the power play, the intent is clear. Ayush Mhatre takes on Cameron Green, smashing successive sixes that leave the KKR dugout in shock. Then, both Samson and Mhatre target Vaibhav Arora, hitting him for a hat-trick of 4s each. It is absolute carnage at Chepauk. By the time the first 6 overs are done, CSK have raced to 72 runs. Let that sink in for a moment. KKR only managed 36 in their power play. That 36-run difference in the first 6 overs eventually decides the fate of the match. But here is the twist. Once the field restrictions are lifted, the surface starts showing its true colors. It is no longer a graveyard for bowlers. Sunil Narine and Varun Chakravarthi pull things back beautifully. Samson plays a mature knock of 48, deciding to see out Narine without taking unnecessary risks. However, the surprise package is the high pace of Kartik Tyagi. He bowls a ripper to dismiss Samson just short of his 50, and suddenly, the CSK momentum slows down. Between overs 7 and 15, CSK only manages 70 runs. And this is where it gets interesting. Just when it looks like KKR might restrict them under 180, Sarfaraz and Sarfaraz Khan explode. Brevis takes apart Vaibhav Arora in the 16th over, which goes for 20 runs. The partnership between Sarfaraz and Brevis yields 51 runs off just 29 balls. Despite Narine and Tyagi bowling brilliantly in the death overs, CSK finishes with a formidable 192 for 5. Now, let's look at the chase. KKR finally tries the Sunil Narine opening experiment again, pairing him with Finn Allen. But the CSK pacers, Anshul Kamboj and Khalil Ahmed, find just enough movement to make life miserable. Finn Allen continues his nightmare run, failing to make it out of the power play for the 5th time this season. Narine flashes a few boundaries, but Khalil uses the round-the-wicket angle to perfection, getting him caught at short third. The middle overs become a graveyard for KKR. Ankrish Raghuvanshi and Ajinkya Rahane struggle to find the boundary rope. And then comes the masterstroke from the CSK management. They hold back Noor Ahmad for the big hitters, and the young Afghan spinner delivers a masterclass. In a sensational spell, he cleans up Ajinkya Rahane, sends Cameron Green back for a golden duck, and then removes the dangerous Rinku Singh. Noor Ahmad finishes with figures of 3 for 21 in his 4 overs. Match that with Mahed Hossain's 1 for 26, and you have a total spin choke. By the time the spinners are done, KKR needs 86 runs off the last 30 balls. Even with Ravman Powell and Ramandeep Singh swinging hard, the task is simply too great. CSK secures a 32-run victory, leaving KKR on the brink of early elimination. This win has completely changed the dynamic for CSK. They have achieved 2 successive wins for the first time in exactly 2 years. If you want IPL coverage like this every single day, with deep tactical analysis and breaking news, hit that subscribe button right now. We cover every match, every twist, and every controversy. But I want to hear from you. Ruturaj Gaikwad is struggling at the top. Is it time for CSK to look at a new opening combination, or should they back their captain? And for the KKR fans, is there any way back from here? Tell us in the comments, which IPL team do you think wins the title this year? To wrap things up, CSK's dominance in the power play and Noor Ahmad's brilliance in the middle overs were the pillars of this victory. KKR's batting lineup looks lightweight and outdated for the modern T20 game, and they need a miracle to stay alive in IPL 2026. CSK moves to 8th on the points table, and the momentum is firmly with them heading into their next fixture. Stay tuned because our next video is going to blow your mind.